Stephanie, Boris and Ken, not their real names, were protesting outside the Legislative Council on Monday when suddenly a group of young people started to attack the parliament, trying to break the glass front.
At the time, I was still struggling over whether I should leave or I should support them.
But by the time the glass broke and the first protesters entered the building, she had made up her mind.
I thought that I needed to support what they wanted to do. It may be wrong or right, but they are still Hong Kong's people.
Most of the protesters were very young. 18-year-old Boris also had his doubts, but decided to join in the end. The protesters entered the building spraying graffiti calling for universal suffrage. Pro-democracy activists have been fighting for this demand for decades, to no avail.
My parents asked me if I really had to join the protests. They said there are already enough out there, but I said no one will stand up if everyone thinks that way.
Meanwhile, the city is trying to clear the remnants of the protests. Damage to the legislature is estimated at €1 million. The government has vowed to prosecute those who participated. Several arrests have already been made.
If I told you that I'm not afraid, I would be lying. We may be talking about 10 years in jail. But from that day until now, I don't regret that I went in. I just feel that I did what I needed to do.
Many moderate protesters feel that this might not have helped their cause, but criticism has been limited, as they say they understand the anger that surfaced.
When we entered, we had already lost, but we felt there was nothing else we could do anymore. Peaceful rallies have achieved nothing.
The three are currently in hiding, as the police are stepping up their efforts to identify those involved in storming Hong Kong's parliament.
And that report from DW's Mathias Boelinger in Hong Kong. A short while ago, he sent us this update on the situation in the city.
Protests are subsiding for now after Monday's dramatic events, but this does not mean that they are over. The people are still angry, and although maybe the young people are taking a rest, are rethinking their strategies, we are going to see them out on the streets. Probably next Sunday there is another protest planned, and this afternoon we are going to see mothers coming out. These mothers have grouped 3 weeks ago after the first clashes where the police was perceived as extremely violent, and Carrie Lam had justified her policies by arguing that she was like a mother to Hong Kong people and she would not spoil their children by giving in to all their demands. These mothers are saying we are mothers too, and we do not agree with you treating our children that way.